Hey, what's up, fam? Thank y'all for tuning in once again. And as always, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit that notification button so every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. Quick story time. For those of you who don't know, and that's probably 99.999% of y'all, years ago, yes, I tried to pursue a career in the rap business, or as a rapper. Record label on the really. Growing up, I had two dreams: either playing basketball or being a rapper, and neither one of them panned out. Not saying I wasn't good in either one of them, because I actually won a contest in King's Magazine Hot 16 contest, I think, by Janet Jackson or something like that, years ago. But the thing about rap music is, when I was young, came up in the NWA, MC Hammer days, Vanilla Ice, Sir Mix-a-Lot. Came up in that era. You know what I'm saying? Had been writing probably rap songs since about probably about the third grade. Try to take it seriously around about junior high and high school. By the time high school hit, No Limit, Cash Money, Rec Shop, DJ Screw, all those record labels started coming without. So everybody and their mama had a record label, including myself. Didn't go nowhere, but everybody had a record label. Me and a couple other friends. Like I say, as time went on, I can write raps, and I could probably say that DOC was probably my biggest influence because he was a Dallas-born rapper. And then when you notice, he didn't curse a lot. He maybe every now and then on that first album, No One Can Do It Better, one of the all-time classics. He didn't use a lot of profanity, maybe a couple of times. And so I could try to say I patterned my style after that for the most part. Anyway, fast forward as time went on, explicit lyrics, stickers came up more and more. The point I'm getting at is, as I got older, some of the lyrics that I did became a little more explicit, right? I always try to keep it toned down to a point. Why? Basically, it was because of my parents. Because I was always thinking in the back of my mind, what would my mom, really my mom, my dad, we watched Raw and Delirious and Beverly Hills Cop and anything else together. Wasn't really tripping on him, but it's really like more my mom. If I'm gonna get out here and start rapping about, certain things, using a lot of profane language, calling female out their name, which that's not me anyway. But just in this business, it was like I just didn't want to really put that on my T Jones, I'm thinking about her, thinking about my aunts, my grandmother, grandparents, whatever, just the name that they have, the reputation that they have, they put out there. Good God-fearing Christian people, women, in the church, hallelujah, whatever the case. Even my dad too, to a point. I just didn't feel right doing that. I wasn't going to use the whole, well, I'm grown, I can do what I want to, live my own life. I've always been a dude of legacy, family legacy. That's just type of person I am. That's just the way I thought. Now, I listen to, like I say, whatever I want to, watch what I want to, but that's more like in the privacy of my own home, my own car. Got the W12s, W7s. W7s, W10s. In the trunk. Knocking walls down and stuff like that. But as for being out there on the world stage, I just didn't want to do it. Now, so it kind of put the music on the back burner. Thought about, like I say, thought about, owning a record label, putting other people out. But like I say, it would have been the same thing because it still would have been associated with me. And then thought about making beats and stuff like that. But it was just the same thing. Then as life went on, it just kind of went to the side. But again, the whole thing started with you know, my parents, my family, like I said, the legacy that they had already built. Now, I say it to say this. Got another story about Larsa Pippen. Dog, I know I've done a few stories about this woman lately, but it's not like I'm just forcing myself to do stories with it. This heifer just keep popping up in the news every day. So today on Yahoo Entertainment, it says Larsa Pippen says her dad told her to shut down her OnlyFans. Quote, he took my sexy feel away. You know why he took your sexy feel away, 48-year-old Larsa Pippen? Is because you felt a tiny bit of shame, in which you should. But let's get into the story, right? It says Larsa Pippen's dad put a damper on her digital presence. The Real Housewives of Miami star 48 reveals during the BravoCon 2022 panel Sunday that her father asked her to take down her profile on OnlyFans, the subscription-based platform known for its not safe for work photos and videos. The panel host Michael Rappaport, I don't like that dude. Anyway, Michael Rappaport, but that's the same guy, asked Pippen if she still was raking in thousands of dollars a day from the platform due to her large amount of subscribers. She admitted to dialing down her activity on the site. Quote, I was very active on OnlyFans. I love the platform. I think it's amazing. She said on a panel with other housewives. My dad said a lot of people were calling him about my OnlyFans. And he called and was like, I don't know what OnlyFans is, but you need to shut it down. And since he did that, he took my sexy feel away. He just took it. Now, how's your daddy gonna take your sexy feel away? Again, let me tell you what it was. It was just a small twinge of shame. Because if your dad took the time to say, let me look on this OnlyFans and look at my daughter. Oh, the shame he would feel. I guarantee when her daddy told her that, sweat probably poured out of her head like a faucet. Because number one, it's bad enough you're on there. Now, I don't know what her, haven't been to her page. Let me take a guess. Provocative photos, provocative stories, probably certain positions, certain outfits or lack thereof on there, and you making lots of money because men are lusting after you, but ain't nobody trying to marry you. You know, everybody want a cougar. But woman, you're 48 years old. You know, I don't know how it is in her community, but you know, in our community, 48 years old, you could technically damn near be a grandmother. I mean, you got a son that's like about what, 20, 21, something like that there. So I mean, this dude mess around, he could have had a kid. He could have a kid at any time now, and you could be instantaneous a grandmother. So now you'd be a grandmother sitting on OnlyFans, looking like an old hat. And what's so sad about it, you know what I worry about? Shoot, 10 years from now, this OnlyFans still going, you're gonna have great grandmothers on OnlyFans, trying to live their best life, because grandma gotta have a life too. Damn, no shame. After that, the ex-wife of basketball star Scottie Pippen and mother of 4, you got 4 kids, says she hasn't been able to get back to where she was on the platform. Rappaport also asked who was the most famous person ever to subscribe to her page. Though Pippen didn't answer the question, she said, I feel like a lot of people follow me on OnlyFans because I speak Arabic. I feel like it's my community of people, so I do feel that probably where my numbers are up. Oh yeah, we've all heard the stories of these Instagram, OnlyFans models, whatever, you know, getting flued out overseas and doing something strange for a big piece of change for these rich Arabic guys, right? And they come back and tell these stories about all of the foul things that they did for $10, $20, $30, $50,000, or that the people want them to do. They tell them before they even go out there, and they say, ugh, they're like, ugh, nasty, but they fly their butt on out there. So it's quite possibly that a lot of your fans are from your home country. She said when the host Andy Cohen asked what's the large lump sum she received from being a content creator on the platform, Pippen responded, well, it depends on how many posts do you have? How many photos? But I feel like probably $200,000. Damn, wait, that much on? Damn. Anyway, Cohen then asked at one time, to which Larsa replied no within like two weeks from the same person. Damn, what the hell? Yes, she getting them fans from them dudes, them oil barons, them oil tycoons over there. Damn. The Housewives producer then asked what Larsa had to show in exchange for a hefty fee, and she replied nothing. It's actually someone from the Middle East. Man, you know, it's funny how I get on these things, and truthfully, I do not read these whole stories. Most of the time, I read like the headlines, skim through it, take some notes, and get, you know what I'm saying, and bring this content to you. Because I want to give you, because I kind of want to go through it while we together, so I can give you my thoughts for the, you know, like in real time. It's actually someone from the Middle East. I don't do nudes, so it's not anything. Well, I guarantee it ain't the photos we see on Google. Pippen is not the only celebrity to be on a subscription-based platform. Other famous faces have appeared on OnlyFans, include Cardi B, Tiger, Black China, Bella Thorne, blah, 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 whatever. So, again, back to the dad. Now, she make a lot of, now think about this. She make a lot of money. Dude, money is addictive. Attention is addictive. Now, I'm gonna play the devil's advocate and say, I can empathize if you grew up in a very dysfunctional household. Your mom was on the streets, you know what I'm saying? Your daddy was a pimp. They're both crackheads, heroin addicts. You know, somebody, one of your uncles did something to you, and you're living on the streets or damn near on the streets, moving from apartment to apartment, can't pay your bills. You have no skill set, and this is all you know. And somebody try to put you on the stroll, and you're like, hey, let's get on OnlyFans and see what we can make. I empathize with that. Don't understand it, don't agree with it, but I can see it. Larsa Pippen seemed like, and I haven't heard anything negative she said about her dad, because she said nothing negative about her dad in the story. But I'm sure she grew up in a, you know, two-parent household, I guess. Dad was in her life because a dude called her and just said, you need to shut that down because people are talking. So the show wasn't saying, oh, I saw your daughter Larsa on there reading scriptures from the Quran, or reading verses from the Quran, or scriptures from the Bible. Nah, I guarantee that ain't what people was calling and telling your dad. So when he called, I'm sure they done told him, look, your daughter is on there embarrassing. Your name, embarrassing our people. You know what we would say, some of our people would say? Man, I don't speak for all. I can't speak for all black people. You know what I'm saying? But again, what about your family name? I know personally, let's say, like I said, I got daughters. If I find out my daughter, that's a one, ooh boy, you know, that's the one thing that you worry about whenever you log into the internet. It's like, man, what if I got on here and I seen like one of my kids or my sister or something like that? Well, hell, let's say mom. You know what I'm saying? I mean, my mom ain't like that, but I'm just saying. Let's just say any woman in my family, if I click online and they on the internet in sexually provocative story or post or Instagram, you know, something like that. You know, half-ass dress, looking, you know, just yeah, I don't like to see what, you know what I'm saying, my folks wearing like, you know, sexy looking clothes. I don't want to see that. Not on my family. But we all know, like I said, what Larsa Pippen wears. You know what I'm saying? Just like I said, you just Google pictures and you see some stuff that is tame. So when somebody paid $200,000 in a matter of weeks, in a couple of weeks, you can sit there and lie and say you ain't got to do nothing, but that's bull con. But again, as a dad, that is something that you do not want to see. She don't have to do it. That's the thing. You got a divorce, you're getting money, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure you got something in the settlement. Ain't she got a business, you own a housewife, you're making some kind of money. Ain't you got like a clothing or cosmetic or some kind of business? You're making money. Why is your sexy so important at damn near 50 years old? I don't get it. Ladies, maybe you can comment below and explain it to her. Because like I said, I don't understand. Now as a dad, I don't understand it. Don't want to see it. Don't ever want to see it. Now for my kids, I never want my kids to feel they have to do something like that sexually to make money or for attention. Nah. Like I say, as men, as we get older, we want to leave a legacy. We like our family name to mean something. Even if it's something just, hey, the man mowed his yard every day. Kept his house looking clean. Yard looking nice. Cars always fixed. He out there, if something wrong, you see him out there working on his car, working on the lawnmower, working on the yard, something. Ran with the work every day. You know, man paid for his kids to go through school. You know, he was a softball coach, soccer coach, you know, basketball coach. Something like that. Gave to the community, you know, gave backpacks and school supplies to kids. I mean, if it's just something as simple as that, don't necessarily have to be something that the world know and you famous, make you famous for a business or something, or even YouTube channel for the most part. Like Mike Tyson said in an interview, they asked him what he would like to be remembered at. He said, man, I just want to be remembered. Not as a boxer, not as a negative stuff, all this other stuff that you trying to bring out and get me to comment on and get a rise out of me. I just want to be remembered. I want to be humble and be remembered. That's it. You don't work your life off to create a positive role model for your offspring to just destroy it, to just bring it down in one fell swoop. That's, like I said, as a dad, that's got to probably be one of the worst. I mean, it's what you call it. It's got to be like probably one of the worst feelings. It'll be disappointing. I'm sure her dad was disappointed. I'm sure he is disappointed. You know what I'm saying? You get people out there who go out, you know, some guys might say, you know, I'm proud of my daughter. She can do what she wants to. She look beautiful, blah, blah, blah. Nah, that's that Hollywood lawyer read this stuff off. You know what I'm saying? Because your daughter make a lot of money and we'll buy you out. Bullcorn. But anyway, tell me what you think. Leave your comment below. Share it with the world. Facebook, Twitter, email it. Blah, blah, blah. Text it to somebody. With that being said, I leave you in peace. And I'll see you on the other side.